last week on one of the videos, I actually mentioned the consumer, distributor, and producer relationships and how our labor force actually ties into this system. That's where I left off. So this video, I'll actually be building on to the introduction lesson. Actually, this will be in continuation of the introduction lesson into our second lesson, which is what makes marketing work. So we're going to be going into the consumer, distributor, and producer relationships and the different functions and systems within these relationships and how they work. I chose to use the fast food industry in this one is because fast food is literally all around the world now. In times where people are looking for, food, and where a lot of people are going without food, I chose to use the fast food industry because it's funny. It's actually funny that it's food, but at the same time, it can kill you faster than it can heal you. So, but that's part of the marketing of this food. And the reason why this industry is so important is because one of the things that happens year over year is the marketing for this type of industry keeps going up and up and up. We introduced the concepts of marketing functions, which include 3 crucial categories in the last video, which is the merchandising of these systems, the supplies of these systems, and the functions that help these systems work. So also called facilitating functions. So keep these 3 in mind. Merchandising, that's what you need for marketing. Your merchandising system, your supply system, and also the actions behind your working system. Let's start off with the first and most foundational element: innovative product planning and development, the merchandise, the product. So in this case, we're going to be looking at the fast food industry, right? So I actually prepared a few videos for you all so that we could have some context of what I'm talking about. And the first video is going to be with our main man here, DJ Khaled. So over here, we've got DJ Khaled. He's advertising to you, the viewer, some Wendy's. For me, I usually like going to Wendy's for their burgers. They actually have some pretty good burgers. I like their burgers. And he's actually showing off one of the biggie bags, right? The biggie bags. So let's listen to what he has to say.
Yourself a biggie bag. Now listen up.
Fair use.
No, I'm telling you now. The DJ Khaled biggie bag, Uber Eats right now, Daytona, Florida. Get it right now.
Right
Order
now.
it now.
Uber Eats, Daytona. Get it right now. The biggie bag. You see, he's munching into that burger.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Let me tell you the key. Is the DJ Khaled biggie bag.
The DJ Khaled
After
biggie
you
bag.
get the biggie bag, reward yourself. Tell them to bring out the Frosty.
Bring out the Frosty. Damn, they got a whole cart full of Frosties. All right. So let's pause it there. So there's actually a few key points that I want to mention in this video. Just this one video alone. And we've got a few more for you all. But in this first video, he actually brings up a few good things, a few good points. The first thing he brings up is the merchandise. the biggie bag. He has his Wendy's gave him a signature biggie bag for DJ Khaled. So it's actually relating to a very specific market. Who are the types of people that eat Wendy's fast food? Right? That's a very important question. Who does DJ Khaled market to with what he does? He's a producer. He's a DJ. I don't know if he DJs as much anymore, but he is the DJ Khaled. He's a producer and he makes a lot of great music in hip hop. Now, who's the demographic? Who's the demographic in hip hop? It's usually more urban communities, more urban. So that can be black, white, Hispanic. He is Middle Eastern. So he as a brand actually covers a lot of markets. And plus he's a very popular celebrity. So for people who look up to this man, to DJ Khaled, that is the market. For people who listen to DJ Khaled, not just for his music, but for some of the brands he advertises. So he's also a brand ambassador of, I think, Jordan, right? Jordan. Who wears Jordans? So these are just some of the examples of the markets, the market of the people. Who are you marketing to? But then he brings up some of the merchandise. The biggie bag. Oh, he's munching on that burger. He's munching on the fries. One of the signature burgers. I would rip that burger up too. He says, bring out the Frosty. They have a whole pallet of Frosties on the ready. That's how you know we have Frosties and we can get them out to you quick. Because they have a whole cart right here ready. Right? It's further adding to the story, the marketing story of we have the fast food, burgers and fries. Don't forget the Frosty. So this is actually a great marketing ploy. But let's look at the video one more time.
Oh my goodness. No.
Now, do you see how Khaled is trying out the food? Right? How he's trying out the food. How he's trying out the food makes it look better than how it actually is. Makes it look like it tastes better than it actually does. Now if you do follow DJ Khaled, I follow DJ Khaled, and some of the places this man eats at, he eats steaks. He has a chef that cooks for him at his home. He has a mansion. He eats steaks. He eats lobster. He eats shrimp. He eats all of this fine-tuned meals. And then when it comes to the biggie bag, the greasy bag of burger and french fries, he's eating it as if it's just as good. Now we know it's not just as good as a juicy steak. Come on now. Come on, Khaled. You know that's Cal. Come on. Come on, Khaled. But that's good marketing. It doesn't matter if the burger actually doesn't taste good or not. It's up to you. It actually makes you think, well, it does the way he's eating it, it does look good. Now, it's just in your mind that you want a Wendy's burger. Even while watching this, I was like, damn, a Wendy's burger would go good right now. So there's actually a few relationships in this. Distributor, producer, and the labor market plays in this. Well, I guess the labor is part of the producer. We covered that in the last video also. Distributor, producer, consumer relationships. You can see it working in this video. For the producer of the meats, you have to have a very particular type of cut for the type of cut of meat that you have in that burger. That's one. You have to have the producers of the potatoes, the ingredients to make the potatoes, the salts, the dextrose sugars, the other additives that you have onto the fast food. Not to mention the sauces, the buns, the lettuces, the tomatoes, all those things you need producers for. You need farms. You need cows. You need potatoes. You need processing plants to make buns. What else? You need a distributor. You need distributor to bring you the raw materials to make that burger. You need distributors for trucks to bring you truckloads of beef, of frozen beef. You need distributors to bring you the ingredients to make the Frosties. You need distributors to bring you the cups of the Frosties. You need distributors and producers of the paper bags. You need producers of the ink on the paper bags. Now, how about the labor force? From the last video, we mentioned how the labor force plays a very big part in this industry, right? So let's look who's handing him this Frosty.
So, tell him to bring out the Frosty.
Tell him to bring out the Frosty. Who do you think this person is? Who do you think this person is? This person is most likely, I don't know if they'd be the owner, but this person may be one of the workers at Wendy's. Do you see this entire cart here? What about this person right here in the background with the Wendy's logo on their shirt? They're probably a producer of services, an employee, right? So this is the entire marketing system at work. What about the photographer and the videographer behind this camera who's recording Khaled?
Chocolate Frosty? Oh my.
This is all a part of this marketing video that you see here. It's only a 50-second video on somebody's phone, it looks like, right? And this is how easy it's gotten to market things like these. Now, this is just one example in fast food, right? Let's look at another example with DJ Khaled. He's enjoying another burger. He's enjoying another burger. But notice the different type of quality of burger. That's what I want to notice. So this is going to go into the merchandise, right? The merchandise of the burger is gonna change. The type of burger. So let's continue on the merchandising section of this lesson. Success is built on creative marketing planning. The proficiency that a company handles this function not only determines how successful it is as a producer, but also as a marketer. This aspect is at the core of the modern marketing concept, which is innovative product planning and development. That's part of merchandising. Innovative product planning, which in the case of Wendy's is the biggie bag. They already had the biggie bag, but now they have a signature biggie bag specifically endorsed by the market of DJ Khaled. They're focusing on a specific market of people to advertise to. So now, planning that shifts the focus from the company or its product to the potential customer. Now, why would this planning shift the focus not on to Wendy's? Come to Wendy's. We don't care about Wendy's. We all know what Wendy's is. We all know. We all know what the biggie bag is. We've all tried one of Wendy's burgers. If you haven't, well, if you have, we've all tried some sort of fast food. Unless you haven't. But if you have, and if you've tried a Wendy's burger already, what would make you want to go try another burger if you've tried it already? If you've already had it, what would make you want to come back? Not just buy it for the first time, be a one-time customer. What would make you want to come back to Wendy's? Well, if someone you know and someone you look up to and someone you enjoy watching and listening to, someone you follow on Instagram or TikTok, happens to remind you again, hey, there's a biggie bag. It's a juicy ass burger in this biggie bag. Let me get a fry. They got fries too. But hold on, bring out the Frosties. Damn, I forgot they had Frosties. I haven't had a Frosty in years. Or, what's a Frosty? So it's a forward-thinking company. A forward-thinking company doesn't ask, how can we sell what we make? But rather, how can we make and sell what people will buy? All right, that's not really flowing into what I just said there. So let's go back a little. Planning that shifts the focus from the company or its product to the potential customer. So in this specific commercial, it looks like a regular video, but really it's a commercial. He's trying a biggie bag. He's trying a Wendy's sandwich. So he's not saying Wendy's is the greatest. I love Wendy's. Every time I come here, I always get a Wendy's burger. That would shift the focus literally onto Wendy's and its products. But he's saying, well, technically he's shifting the focus onto its product here with, damn, this is a juicy burger. Bring out the Frosty. Right? But at the end of the day, because he's a celebrity, he already has an audience. Camera just turned off. Because he's a celebrity, he already has an audience. The people who the people who follow and listen to DJ Khaled. That's his audience. And that's the audience the marketer, which is Wendy's, is focusing on. Not just advertising the burger, not just advertising the fries, not just advertising the Khaled biggie bag. The Khaled biggie bag is not important here. What's important is DJ Khaled, which is the audience, which is the celebrity who has the audience, who follows DJ Khaled is going to be reminding you, the audience, that this burger is rocking. Reminding you, putting the focus onto you that, hey, this burger is rocking. Let's look at one more time how he's trying out the Frosty. He wants you to understand and know that this Frosty is the bomb, which puts the focus onto you, not just the Frosty. We've all tried a Frosty. He didn't say what kind of Frosty. He didn't say it's chocolate or vanilla. He just tried the Frosty. Look at the face. That's the face of satisfaction. It's unbelievable.
I think I like this little life. That's right. Little life. That's right. Little life. That's right.
See? DJ Khaled living his best life with Wendy's. So yeah, it's shifting the focus not just on the company or its product, because everybody sells a burger. But it's shifting the focus not from that to who, which is the audience of DJ Khaled. Whoever is interested in that interesting video of DJ Khaled trying out the burger. All right, let's continue here. I was kind of dragging on, wasn't I? Add in the comments section below what you think the message of that last video was. If you were in the chat right now, you'd be able to say, he's cap, whatever. And y'all would actually have a good discussion right there about stuff like that. So again, more shows like these are gonna be started live, and then I'm gonna upload this afterwards. So tune in live. It's more interactive. Like the video. If you'd like to support the show, my Cash App tag is right here. My Instagram tag is right here. If you'd like to follow, like the video, subscribe, and let's get back into this before my camera overheats. So, the next video we're gonna be going into is another type of burger. Remember, it doesn't matter who's selling the burger. It matters what audience are you focusing to sell this burger to. So let me go back to this piece of text right here. It's not how can we sell what we make, which is the burger. Wendy's doesn't make the best burger. We know that. McDonald's doesn't make the best burger. We know that. It's how can we make and sell what people will buy. That last video, they weren't selling the burger. They were selling how much DJ Khaled enjoyed the burger. Someone who frequently watches DJ Khaled is going to be more likely to buy a Wendy's Biggie Bag Burger sponsored and endorsed by DJ Khaled. If Wendy's just decided to put up a commercial, you would have ignored it. Sure, you would have seen it and wondered whether you wanted to get a Wendy's burger for lunch or not. That would have been up to you. That would have been them just saying, how can we sell what we make? Just put up a commercial. We got the Biggie Bag. That's it. That's the commercial. That's trying to sell what you make. But they're focusing on to how can we make and sell what people will buy. They're more likely to buy something someone else they admire or adore likes. So that's actually putting the focus on to the audience. So this approach is clear when we recognize that without sales, there's no profit. Oh, this approach is clear when we recognize that without sales, there's no profit incentive. To ensure these vital sales, the company must consistently conduct research to know who their audience is, who they're trying to sell to understand the potential buyer's needs, wants, and preferences, which in this case is they like DJ Khaled. They enjoy watching DJ Khaled. They enjoy watching DJ Khaled enjoy his best life. Watching him enjoy his best life and have fun, dance and stuff. Try the burger and feel satisfied. Look satisfied on camera. They enjoy watching that. That's their preference, and because that is their preference, finding enjoyment from watching one of their favorite celebrities, they're more likely to buy that biggie bag, to buy that Wendy's burger. They're more likely to go to Wendy's. And they might not even buy a burger. They might just buy a Frosty. You never know what they're gonna buy. But what you want them to do is be focused on you because of. So they're focusing on the preferences and how best to fulfill them. So moreover, it must stay ahead of the game. And that's why I said year over year, the marketing budget for all industries, it actually increases every year, because you constantly have to figure out what's changing, what's new. Chat GPT didn't exist a few years ago, but now companies and companies around the world, mind you, this is in China, this is in Japan, this is in the US, in Canada, in all places of the world who are trying to transition into AI and see how well AI can work into their company. Their ChatGPT didn't exist a few years ago, right? So that actually tells you that they're spending millions of dollars, billions of dollars just to develop a new type of marketing strategy that uses AI, because it's new technology. So it's a different marketing game. It's a different marketing landscape. It's a different marketing timeline. So it must stay ahead of the game, anticipating the needs the customer might not even be fully aware of yet, because it's a new technology. You don't know what AI is capable of. And that's just with standard computers. We're not even getting into quantum computing or anything like that. We're getting to regular computers and AI. So, but that's just one example. So let's dive into the next video. The next video here. Okay. So this is gonna be DJ Khaled trying another burger for another brand.
What's up? This is David Banner.
Fair use.
We're looking at All Urban Central.
All Urban Central. Do you see his face trying out this burger? Now you're gonna say, come on, Khaled. Now you cannot tell me the Wendy's burger was just as good as this burger. But remember, it's not about the burger. That's the thing. It's not about the burger. Yes, they want you to buy the burger. They want you to buy the burger. It's not about the burger. It's about your favorite celebrity enjoying one of Bun B's new Trill Burger. Your favorite celebrity is trying it out. Now, if someone like me, for example, I'm not a celebrity, but if someone like me was enjoying one of these burgers, right? And especially if you don't know who I am, are you gonna care what kind of burger it is? Right? Are you gonna even ask, what kind of burger is that, bruh? Did you make that burger? You look like you enjoying that burger right now, bro. That's probably what you'd ask. Just because I'm not familiar. I'm not I wouldn't be you wouldn't be the audience that Bun B would want to target, because I don't have that much pull as DJ Khaled. So when someone like DJ Khaled, who already has an audience, he already has a marketing audience, people who follow DJ Khaled, when they see him enjoying this burger, a burger this is the first time I've heard of Bun B. What is Bun B? That's the first thing that came to my mind. It's not Wendy's, it's not McDonald's, it's not Sonic, it's not any of the other big fast food brands. What's Bun B? And they call this not a regular burger, a Trill Burger, and it's brand new. The new Trill Burger. What's so new about it? What's so good about it that Khaled makes this face? Now let's continue.
Yat Allah. Yat Allah, this is the best burger I ever ate.
The best burger he's ever ate.
Like, all glory to God and Bun.
Man,
When it comes down to this burger,
all glory to God and Bun. He's praying. He is praying over the burger. Right? He's praying over the burger. So it actually makes you wonder, damn, how good is that burger? Right? It actually makes you wonder. And again, it's not about the burger. It's about the man trying the burger. So let's drive this point home with an example. A while back, a prominent American household appliance manufacturer came up with the idea of an electric carving knife, right? This is a case study about an electric carving knife. And it's gonna actually give you the idea of, it's not about the burger, it's about who wants the burger. This is the exact point that I want to drive home. And then we're gonna end off on this point, because we are getting to the 40-minute mark, 50-minute mark, and I don't want the camera to get too hot. And again, if you'd like for me to have longer videos, feel free to support the Cash App so that I could put more towards improving the show, so that hopefully I'll be able to get a better camera. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So let's look at this case study about an electric carving knife, and let's see if you can spot any similarities between the two videos I just showed you and this carving knife. And then we're gonna look at two videos after that brings the point home all the way. So even before the knife took shape on the designer's drawing board, the company ran an extensive research project involving 1,000 housewives. And Mind you, this is like in the 19 somethings, like 1950s or 60s. So interestingly, the knife was never explicitly mentioned. Remember, it was not about the knife. They were trying to figure out the needs of this specific audience. So instead, these women were asked about their slicing and carving habits when it came to potatoes, tomatoes, cheese, bread, and cake. Subtly, the conversation shifted from their appliances that they used to their husbands' approaches in carving roast, joints, chicken, and turkey. The meticulous research aimed not just to understand existing needs, but also to anticipate unspoken desires and create a product that would genuinely resonate with customers. So instead of, wait, let me read that one more time. This research aimed not just to understand existing needs of the market of housewives, but also to anticipate the unspoken desires that they were showing just by mentioning the different types of foods that they had troubles cutting with. They said, I don't have problems with cutting any tomatoes, bread, or cake. But you know what grinds my gears? When it comes to Thanksgiving and it gets hard to cut the turkey and the roast. When it comes to dinner and it gets hard to cut the roast in front of guests cuz the knife probably gets stuck trying to cut through the tough fibers of the meat. Okay. So they're trying to create a product that would genuinely resonate with the customers, just based off of not what you want to sell them, but what they want. It quickly became obvious that carving meat was a household chore because carving meat was a household chore, causing frustration for many families. When entertaining guests, most housewives preferred to have their husbands carve the meat at the table, but only a few husbands were willing to practice this skill before guests, in front of guests. As a result, unless the household had a maid, either the husband or his wife had to leave the guest and handle the time consuming work of cutting the chicken or the turkey or the roast beef in the kitchen. While no housewife explicitly articulated or made it known that her need for an electric carving knife was the solution to this problem, it became obvious that a potential market for the new product actually existed. So they wanted to make a knife, but they said, what kind of knife? What kind of knife? What kind of electric knife should we make? At first they thought, well, it'd be used for everything, right? Tomatoes, cheese, bread, cake, everyday items. But when it came to the actual research, when it came to most of the housewives they spoke to, they actually noticed meat was the hardest thing that they could cut. They didn't need something to so strong that it can cut through bread, cheese, cake, and tomatoes. You can cut that with a regular knife. What they really needed is a knife that can tear and shred through meat. That's a specific knife. So let's go back here. She didn't explicitly say that she wanted an electric carving knife, to fix this issue. So the research not only uncovered an unspoken problem, but also identified an actual need that the company could address with the innovation. So let's go to back to that question, right? It's not how can you sell this knife, the one you already made, the one that can only cut cake, bread, and cheese, and all everyday stuff in the kitchen. It may be able to cut chicken, which is the main problem people have with knives, according to these housewives. But rather, how can you make and sell, which in this case, with the brand new idea of a knife, how can you make and sell a knife that can tear and cut through chickens, joints, and other meats? That's a specific knife. It's not about cake anymore. It doesn't have to be weak enough to fit every single household food. It can now be a specific knife, which cuts down on costs. It cuts down on costs because then you can use less materials and more specific materials from very specific manufacturers. And you can better fine-tune your marketing strategy to who you want to market to. So, in a series of research, when housewives were presented with the designer's sketch of the knife, it became evident that they didn't even like the design when it was made, as it resembled more of an appliance than a knife. So now this is where the merchandising comes in, the product development. Okay, so you have the idea. You need a carving knife for meats. Now it comes with the rest of the marketing timeline system. In this video, we're only covering the merchandise. So the type of knife. So a lot of things comes into play. The marketing of how the knife looks, in this case, is very important. That's why you have Apple phones that look sleek and stylish. That's why you don't have. Would you buy a phone that looked like this? Like, if someone wanted to be progressive and say people should be able to look inside their phones. Okay, it sounds cool, but when it works, but when it looks something like this, would you buy it? If you could see the entire back of the phone and it had like a glass case and you could see all the internal mechanisms of how the phone works and everything, it would be pretty cool as an idea. It would be cool. But would someone want to buy it? It looks ugly. That's probably why it's not like that. It's like this, very sleek and stylish. So following this feedback, which is part of the research, constantly changing. Remember, if something doesn't work, you have to quickly figure out how to make the changes that the customer wants. They already told you what they want. You have to make the change or else you lose customers, you lose business, you lose money. You can potentially go under. So, the design was changed and modified. And when the housewives approved of the new look, a limited number of knives were produced for product testing. Okay. So now, once the company showcased the new product to its distributors, Remember, distributors, producers, consumers. In this case, the company that is making the knife is the producer of the knives. Now they're selling it to their producers so that they can sell it in their stores. They're selling it as retail. You bought as not retail. Retail is the distributor end, but they're selling it in bulk or vendor prices or something like that. I don't know what it's actually called, but add it in the chat. Add it in the chat. Hey chat, what's that called? See if we had more people in here. That's why I need to like the video so more people could see these videos when I go live. So once the company showcased the new product to its distributors, an advertising campaign was started, putting the focus not on the knife itself, but on the benefits it offered. The benefits it offered, not on the knife. Because remember, the burger isn't what you want to sell here. Excuse me. But on the benefits it offered. Did you hear Khaled in the last video? He said, "It's the best burger I've ever tasted." That's what you're trying to sell. Not that it's a burger. Anyone can make a burger. You can make a burger in your own house. But he said the benefit of it is it's one of the best that he's tasted. This strategic approach aimed to highlight how the electric carving knife could enhance the overall experience of meat carving, emphasizing practicality and convenience over the mere physical appearance of the product. And the outcome? The company projects that the sales of the electric carving knife, along with those of its competitors of electric carving knives, will contribute to an impressive $250 million to the nation's economy. This success story underscores the power of understanding and addressing consumer needs directly, not selling what you already have, which is the burger, but figuring out who would want the burger. It's the power of understanding and addressing the needs of the customer directly. What kind of burger do people want? What do you want with the burger? Fries and a drink, or fries and a Frosty? Then you go to Wendy's. You wouldn't go to B Buns. They don't have Frosty. Bun B's. They don't have Frosties. A Frosty is specifically a Wendy's treat. You go to Wendy's. As well as the impact of innovative product development on both individual companies and the broader economic landscape. It's truth to see that it's a testament to the effectiveness of market research. It's proof of the effectiveness of market research through design changes and strategic marketing efforts in creating value and driving economic growth. Okay, so I said all that just to say that it's not the burger they were trying to sell. We all know Wendy's has burgers. We all know Wendy's has the biggie bag. But we all don't know how good the burgers at Wendy's taste. And that's why DJ Khaled is there, marketing to not just his audience, but new people who would be finding these videos on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on wherever they want to advertise it, on YouTube. So the next couple of videos that I want to go into, and these will be the last few videos before I end the show, Oh, I stopped the camera, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. All right. It's gonna be on the Google Pixel. Now, there's a very specific reason why I chose the Google Pixel. Fair use, YouTube. I know this is Google. I know YouTube is your baby and all, but I gotta use this one for education purposes only. So let's go.
At a video shoot, a crew member on a ladder uses a handheld artificial snow machine to make snow fall on the actors.
Sight and vision are two different things. We use our sight to map our physical
Fair use.
surroundings. Our vision is our imagination. I'm not just a blind film director. I'm a filmmaker who happens to be blind.
So that's one of the audiences, right? Keep that in mind. He's blind. He's also a filmmaker. He uses the Google Pixel. Accessibility. People who have troubles looking at the screen. That's the audience. That's the audience that they're marketing to with this specific commercial. Not just the phone, because the phone is the phone. But what part of the phone do you want to market? So let's continue here.
Director Adam Morse, a man with green eyes, is dressed in a winter coat and beanie. He smiles slightly.
Making this film allows me to translate the blind experience and put viewers into the point of view of a blind person.
Now, the film crew prepares to
That's
shoot
different.
in the hospital room. Using his hands, Adam frames the scene for the camera operator, who positions his equipment and uses a specially treated lens to simulate low vision.
The story is about a blind man and his girlfriend, and we follow them on their journey together and growing closer.
A montage of blurred
Okay.
video clips.
So now that was the commercial. And this was shot during the Super Bowl. So now let's look at a shorter one of I think this is the same person, the same man who is blind, using the accessibility features of the Google Pixel.
For many people with blindness
Fair
or
use.
low vision, there hasn't always been an easy way to capture daily life.
One face cropped. Move your phone down. One face in frame. Hold for photo.
Dinner for one.
Hello.
One face and one pet in frame.
Look who's here.
Two faces in frame.
There we go. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool feature.
Two faces.
Good morning.
Two faces.
First day in the new place.
Two faces.
Two faces. Two faces.
And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's basically giving not necessarily giving sight to a blind man, but it's giving a tool like an extension. They're giving him an extension of himself to see something he wouldn't be able to see, which is having the phone to be able to see himself and whoever he's with in a good photo that he's taking. He wants to take the photo. So the reason why I brought up these two videos was that Google makes phones. You know Google makes phones. They have a long line of Google phones. They know you know Google makes phones. But what makes somebody buy a Google phone? All of the features they have. How do they exhibit one of the breakthrough features that they have for this specific phone? they have to tailor a marketing strategy for just one specific audience. I know it's not their only audience, but it's just one of their audiences, and they have to fine tune this marketing strategy specifically for this audience, which in this case is the visually impaired. And in this video, as you could see, or as you can hear, the camera is using AI to detect their faces, both he and his wife. I think that was his wife. To see if both faces are in view of the camera, are in line and centered into the camera. And it speaks out what the camera is seeing. In other words, it's an extension of himself. But the most important thing is that this is the audience that is being marketed to for this specific product. Now, anyone could have easily gone to an iPhone, or easily gone to a Huawei, or easily gone to another Sony, another branded phone. But because someone who is blind is gonna be not as focused on what they can do normally with their phone, like texting, calling, using the screen too often, the accessibility features, which makes it easier for people who for example can't hear, or people with color blindness, or people who can't see. The accessibility features is going to be the reason why they choose this phone over something else. And as you can see, my camera is starting to overheat. So let's wrap this up. So to wrap up this video, to wrap up this show, I wanted to bring up these videos because what we covered here today, which is merchandising, which is a part of the functions of the marketing timeline. The merchandise plays a big role. And the merchandise, it involves many things, which is innovative product planning and development. And these things will help add to the marketing timeline system, which adds to the entire system, which is the distributor, the producer, distributor, and consumer relationship. And all those parts come into play when you want to sell this phone, when you want to sell this sandwich, when you want to sell this burger, when you want to sell this knife. I wish I could go a little longer with this video, with this show. But alas, the time has come. Once again, I'm your host, Sendesdhaiti. I'm your host. And I'm going to give you one more time to like the video. Like the video so it helps bring this video to more people like you, so that we could grow this community, and so that you could be alerted the next time I go live or bring out another video. Hit that bell notification, hit subscribe, comment down in the comment section. Next time, show yo here so we could have a discussion in the chat. Support the show by liking this video first of all, and secondly, by supporting the Cash App if you can. No pressure. Only if you can. Anything helps. And also, I don't think I have super chats yet. I'm not monetized. So you could support the show by using the Cash App or by following me on Instagram for social proof for me. And I'll see you all later.